Okay, so somebody has requested that I change the view currently. I have not done this ahead of time, so your reaction is going to be about the same. But what they say is that because I'm in vassal view, winter is actually a lot bigger, which terrifies me. And so let's see if that's accurate. Let's turn on the realms view. That's my other view that I like to use. And yep, winter's a lot bigger. Yep. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not really nervous about this independence war over here. I'm attempting to offer white peace, but still won't accept, even though I have a 52% war score, and they have no chance of winning. Although maybe they do. I'm not really convinced that I can't be overpowered here. But it looks like the Westerlands they have minimal men, and that's mostly because I have taken most of their men to the east with me, and so I'm not really concerned about what's going to happen here. I'm really mostly concerned about this White Walker invasion, because we came over here with like 36,000 men, and we currently have 3,200 men. And we're due for another attack here on the 9th of February, but that's like 4 months in-game away. And I don't know who's marching that direction. It could be any one of the armies surrounding. I'm not sure. But it looks like we were able to take out most of the big armies of the White Walkers. So I believe if we would be able to reinforce our troops over here in the east, we would have a good chance of perhaps winning. I wish I had done this realms view earlier, mostly because you can actually see which counties are occupied. You actually see the occupation squiggles and so forth, and I thought you could see that in direct vassals, but I guess not. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe that's a bug. I don't know. I typically play with direct vassals on, or realms, I suppose, so maybe it is kind of typical of realms. Anyways, I'm rambling, but the main point is that we have 3,500 gold, and we have an opportunity here to really put winter to the sword, because we were able to shatter most of their large army of whites. And I don't believe we have enough to win the war now. I'm just seeing over here if there's a capital that we could siege down. I don't see one. I don't see a county capital, which is a little bit disappointing, because we should, well, I don't know exactly what we're going to do whenever we try to siege down their provinces, but we're going to have to take a different approach. Yeah. It may be the 5 forts. So this guy's actually in Karth. Oh, these are all the titles he holds. That's all of winter right there. Does it include anything in Westeros? It does not, as far as I can tell. And actually, it doesn't include any of this right here either. Or these two provinces. And anyways, I'm really just looking for an opportunity to siege down the capital for their for this title of winter to win this war quickly, and there's not a way to do that. So it looks like we're going to really have to focus on winning battles. And currently, our battle-wise, we're fine, but the occupation is what's really killing us. Oh no, I'm sorry. Occupation-wise, we're fine, but the battles are what's killing us. So we're gonna have to really work at taking out some of these, maybe some of these smaller pockets of walkers, or hang out and siege down and take care of these occupations right here, and work to siege down those provinces for ourselves, and wait for the attack to come and just hit them whenever they show up. In the meantime, we need to see what sort of forces we can muster back over here in Westeros. And so, let's see, under the military tab, from our vassals we can raise another 3,800 men. So that's twice as many as we have currently, but there's no point in doing that because they're going to come from all over. And I don't want to take a chance of them getting attacked by these Lannister forces. We can raise another 128 fleet, which would be preferable, I think. Let's see. Where did those show up at? 22, 7. Okay, cool. So let's get those to come right here to King's Landing. But there's no way that was all. Dang, 68 from there. 5 from there. I forgot we have this little county over here as our vassals. And then this looks like the last of it right here. No more from the Iron Isles? No. Oh, they're part of the Independence War. Okay. So we have those ships coming. That's why we lost a big chunk of our fleet over here. Okay. So over here we're going to have quite a bit from our vassals. We still have quite a bit from mercenaries. And if we were to hire men, the poor fellows, that's the... Who are they under contract with? Ooh, the High Septon. I wonder if he'll join the war. No, okay. So that... The meek one. Huh. So their vassals are the most devout, which means I don't think I can hire them. Which is fine, they're mostly light infantry anyways, they'd be like... See, these guys are interesting because they're mostly heavy infantry, and that would be really, really good. There's a lot of men, and they're relatively cheap, so we're gonna raise those guys up. Let's see. The Bright Banners have more heavy infantry as well as more cavalry. What about the Company of the Cat? Has 1,000 heavy infantry, but 2,000 light infantry. I just don't want to get into a situation where we have what basically amounts to easy prey for the walkers, and all of the whites are light infantry, and we're not going to be able to overpower them with that. And so what we need is we need more specialized units. These guys are horse archers. That's highly specialized. So I'd venture to say that the gallant men is a good hire here. And maybe the iron shields. And then I can actually kind of advance time a little bit while we're doing this. Let him run. Okay, so we were looking under military. Here we go. So we're gonna try to. So by the same logic that I was approaching the other ones with, these two, the Maiden's Men and the Ragged Standard, would be good hires as well. What's our current balance? I'm gonna have to pay these guys more. I know I am. See, here's the Company of the Rose. That'd be a good hire, because that's a lot of heavy infantry. Okay. I think that's all we're going to be able to fit on our ships right now. And that's okay, because that's actually a decent amount. That's a decent amount of men. I'm going to let them improve their morale, because they just kind of arrived. And then all of my prisoners from my siege of Illyria are complaining. All right, so we have a 17th of November attack date. It's probably this army right here, I would imagine, because they're heading Jade Point up and then over, and that's a month. It would take them a month to get to us. So I wonder if, in the meantime, if I commanded this army and advanced, is there an intrigue option to deploy Dragon in Siege? No? There it is. Okay, that really didn't do much, but we're needed over here. It's this army right here. I don't know why they would march straight to their own death. Okay, Aegon, Gilbert, and Raymond. That'll be our stalwart defenders. Let's see where our ships are currently at. We have 45 in the harbor. And we're going to combine those forces right there. We got 5 more coming. As soon as we have the 100, over 160. I think that's what we ended up with. If I got to split off and do a new unit, I will. Although it's weird. It looks like we're sieging down the Dragon's Gate, and I'm not sure why. Really not going to worry about that right now. I just got to transport my men. That's the big thing. Okay, let's see what happens in this battle right here. Okay, there's 14,000 men. It's a little ridiculous, guys. Okay, so have to deploy the dragon. It's our only shot. If anything happens to Rhaegal, we're in trouble. We should be able to... Good. We only lost 111 men there. We have peasants rising up. My bastard daughter is a trained fighter. That's good. Or a poor fighter. But she's learning with a sword. Let's see how we're going to have to... That's the peasants right there. You know what might be smart is as soon as the siege is done, if I just march up and deal with these peasants right here. Oh no, that's not the peasants. Okay, so it's not a peasants' revolt. And the... Wow. The Westerlands do have about 10,000 men. I don't think that would be enough to take out King's Landing very quickly anyways. So stuff might get a little hairy over here if we aren't careful. Okay, so I'm putting Aegon back in command over here in Illyria, and we're gonna deploy the dragon one more time. Oh, Rhaegal's wounded. Man, that's not what we needed. House Gaunt. See, I really don't need this crap, guys. I don't need that crap. I'm gonna do nothing for now. So we currently have these situations going on right now. Those sieges. Namely in Rosby, which is where those peasants are. Actually, that's raiders. Not really worried about raiders. At least not as much as you would think that I am. And I definitely don't have enough ships right there. Alright. I should have done this to start with. Send that over. Okay. I'm going to put myself in command right here. And I'm going to march up here. At the same time, I'm going to keep an eye on everything over here. We're due to have a battle on the 16th of February. They're in retreat, and they're marching towards us. So... Siege of the Greystone Holdfast. Oh, that's right there. Okay. Well. It looks like the Reach still has some men. They were holding out on us. You know, I wish I could appeal to these guys, you know, intelligence, to their, I don't even know what you would want to call it. Common sense. Okay, that's still 16th of February, and that's coming from... Where is that coming from? Right there. 10,000 whites. Not a terrible situation. Now moving forward. Wow, I'm losing the trade temperate. See, this is what ends up happening is that the more you age in this game, you end up like losing some of your really good traits for no reason really, other than, you know, it's just kind of what happens. Where's our heir at? Okay, so we said we were going to let him train with Lord Commander Aaron until he was 12. And I think at the age of 12 I can choose which focus, and his childhood traits begin to become his adult traits. And so that's where we're at right now with this. His base martial hasn't really grown very much. I mean, his stats are great, and they're going to be great because he's a genius, he already has skilled fighter. So there's not much of a chance for him to really mess up here. But my bastard daughter's doing quite well. She's timid and willful. Willful's good because it could end up as ambitious. Timid is not good, although it could end up as humble, which, I mean, is not the worst trait to have. My bastard son has a hair lip, but he's attractive, so, you know, you take the good with the bad, I suppose. And then my trueborn daughter needs to have the, let's see, she needs, let's have her study, I don't know, either thrift or duty. I think she should focus on duty. That's fine. All of you giggling, I'm giggling too. Okay, so we're about to land right here and initiate a battle, and this is actually where Lord Veyron II is. And so if we win this battle, we should be able to very quickly end this rebellion. The issue is I have 1 month of in-game time before the White Walkers arrive over here. And less than 1 month. And the army that they're bringing is 10,000 men. There's no way we can win this one without Aegon's dragon. So, and even then, it's going to be a crapshoot because Rhaegal's wounded. I don't think I can deploy Rhaegal over here. And since we outnumber these men, I'm actually going to give Arstan Langsword the command right there. And I will resume my position over here. It's just better, and it's just smarter that way. Oh, I can deploy him in the siege. I didn't know that. I don't want him to end up as maimed, though. And if I'm gonna use the dragon the way that I need to use the dragon, I definitely want to keep it focused on the White Walkers, because obviously that's the goal right here, is to defeat the White Walkers. Okay, let's advance. I know we only advanced a little bit, but that's just because I want to check on this. When are they due to arrive? 28th of January. Loss of their lance? I don't know what that means. Okay. Rhaegal's healed. Good. That's what we need. He's healed. This battle's about to end. Good. Alright, so because I actually have battle and occupation attached to my war score, I wonder if I can offer peace. Okay, good. We can offer white peace, which is fine. That's all I want right now. I'm going to march this army right back here. I'm going to combine these fleets. Once white peace hits, I'm actually going to grant Illyria their independence. The only problem is I don't want to grant them their independence now, because I can't, one, without surrendering in the war. And if I do that, the Westerlands and the Iron Isles become independent, and I need their men. And why would Aegon do that? Why would Aegon risk losing them? Illyria is nothing. They're this small little island right here. And this small little stretch of land right here, I have no use for it. I don't want it. It just kind of ended up having to happen this way. So, okay, let's check in on our dude, High King Garce. Doesn't have any children yet. His wife is pregnant, though. That's good. And yeah, it looks like he's doing all right. Giscar's, I mean, still pretty large. He's currently, oh, he's helping us in this war. Oh, that's sweet of him. Did I see? He's, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, he's helping us in this war. That's good. That's good. Okay, on to this battle. Okay, friends, I welcome you all to watch as we apparently lose more men. Awesome. The odds are just becoming so great the more we deal with this. 16th of February, 4 days away. Deploy the dragon. Let's do it. As we learned last time, we ended up having like a... There we go. Illyrian League independence has ended. White peace. White peace. I'm excited about it. Okay, now that he's back to being my vassal. Huh. She's grown another step. That's good. Okay, so now that he's accepted, I'm going to boom shakalaka. Grant him independence. He would be grateful. That's good. Hector Waters, skilled commander. That's nice. All right, so siblings. He's still Lord of Valyrian, even though I granted him independence. And frankly, I'm a little pissed off because see, I'm gonna grant this guy independence too. I don't want any of this stuff going on. Don't need that. This guy over here, Torture's Deep. Don't need that. Let him do his thing. Okay, so our other set of... That's weird. Our other set of ships... let's board these guys. Our other set of ships are right here. They should arrive fairly soon over in here, about the same time that the army gets back. And currently, I'm going to see what we can raise up again from the Westerlands. Oh, awesome. Because we're going to have a lot more room on ships. So because of the Independence War, I guess they took all their men back. Yeah. 2,200 and all the ships. And I'm going to embark those guys. And I'm actually going to get them going over here on their own. Because I don't think I can do the same like here. I don't think... Yeah, there's no levies to raise from Lord Paramount Gilbert. I don't think there's going to be any from the Riverlands either. No, there's not. I don't think there's any from the Stormlands. Nope. I don't think there's any from Dorne. Nope. And I know there's not any from the north. Nope. Okay. See, that's kind of where we've ended up. So, this set of men, 2,200, is going to help reinforce already. These two forces will combine to be about 25,000 men. We'll have more than enough ships to carry them very shortly. We still have 2,100 gold. If we absolutely need to hire more men. Things they're not going great. But, see, we got another battle on April 10th. This guy. This set of men. Okay. All we gotta do is just we gotta keep fielding the battles, that's all. We just gotta keep fielding them and dealing with them as we go. Okay, so we're a couple of days away from this whole thing. It looks like we're gonna get hit by quite a few whites in waves. This may be one of those things where we lose this battle. I don't know, I don't see a way that we win this. 30,000 men against my 1,500. Unless by some kind of miracle we end up like defeating one wave and then defeating the next one and then defeating the next one. I really don't see us being able to do that though, so it's going to be interesting. But before I press play, I wanted to check on the status of these guys. So this set of ships is about to dock. Are they going? Yeah, they're going straight into the harbor. And then this set of men should arrive very shortly into King's Landing. And so probably once this battle's well underway, I'll check back in over there and we'll We'll get those men coming this way because we're gonna need them. We're gonna need them desperately. Okay. That initial hit. Good. Okay, so if we can keep their morale. Good. If we can keep their morale that low, then we should be in good shape to win these battles. Good, we won that one. Now we have to beat the next wave, which is set to arrive. It looks like on the 20th. I don't think we can defeat him in 6 days, so we might as well call this an 18,000 strong army, because we're gonna get the first wave and then we're gonna get the rest. And they haven't even made it over. We won that battle before they even made it over to the next county. Alright, so they're gonna arrive on the 28th of April, right here into King's Landing. I'll be able to join those forces and send them on. We're gonna have this battle on the 20th, which is the next day once I press play. So let's do it. Where is the option to deploy the dragon? I don't see it. I guess I have to wait. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Maybe. Either way, we did some damage. Come on, guys. Oh, 57 men. Come on, where's my option? We won. Oh, that's hilarious. Awesome. Master Lothor of Hull is now a dragon rider, and he rides Oberion into battle. Really? This guy. What? That's crazy. Okay. So we managed to fight off that wave. We got another set coming on the 18th of June. Goodness. It's these guys. It's only 32 though, so we're fine there. We're down to 850 men. But would you look at this? 2,300 combine. Let's embark this army. Let's get him over here, because it's going to take him a while to reach us. Man. The good news is that we have been able to take out, it looks like, unless there's some large army over here, which I don't think there is, most of the big chunks of whites have been taken out. And it looks like all of these smaller armies from the north are beginning to siege down these provinces in White Walker territory. And so I don't think we're actually in that bad of shape. I mean, I know it's not ideal right now. We're still outnumbered in most situations, but the dragon's really, really helping us, and we haven't lost a battle yet. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what's happening, because I don't wanna jinx myself. But I think once we get these men over here, we'll be in good shape. Hector Waters married Falia Peak. I don't care, guys. I really don't. It's not my place to judge. Alright, so we have this, this army of 7,000 is coming. They'll be on the 19th of June. Okay, so we're gonna get hit pretty much with a 7,000 strong army on the 19th of June. Because the 87 doesn't really matter. So, where's our... oh, man. There's 20,000 on the island over here. That's going to have to be the next spot that we hit, because that's going to be hard. Where's my... oh yeah, I need these guys moving. Here. So actually, they'll arrive before the Iron Fleet Yeah. They'll arrive before the Iron Fleet, which won't get there that far after, but it still won't be in time, I don't think. It'll take them more than a month to get here. And then they got to get off the boats and all that kind of stuff, so accept your offer. So, and we're actually doing surprisingly well for gold, given all of the men that we hired. Hiring 16,000 men is not a small order, so yeah, we're actually doing all right.